Well, today we are in Merksem, Belgium, and Alan just raced, well, 2 races. Let's start with the 1500. What's your impression of the 1500?
I was pleased. Alan looked very comfortable in the race, and I told him that I just wanted him to sit back the whole race. I wanted him to try and win the race, but not be concerned with the time, that he was just to stay behind the leaders and then wait until the last 100 meters and try and win it then. And so it pretty much went right according to plan, and so yeah, very pleased with it, not surprised with it. His workouts are going well, and we've really only started speed training the last 6-7 weeks, so I think every week he's going to improve exponentially. He's going to make very rapid improvements.
Yeah, because the last Tuesday it was in the repeats there was the 1200 meter and 257. It's if you go on for 300 meters more, then you have the 341.
Yeah, well, Alan did a workout last week with Galen Rupp, and Galen went 257 for 1200 meters. Alan just did 1,000 meters of that, so he ran 227. And then, but then Alan ran the 800 with Galen after that, and he was 156. And then he ran 53 for his 400, which really showed me that his bottom line speed is coming back. But yeah, from that workout, I suspected he could run 339 to 340.
And well, today you see that, then you tell him the times are not important, but most athletes' times are in the head. Does he get it easily out?
Yeah, you know, I just told him that his training is going good, and he sees the big improvements that he's making in his workouts, and that times will come in the races. But what he has to start learning to do right now is to race. That he needs to get competitive in races, and he needs to think about winning races and not worry about the time, because the times will come. As the workouts get faster, the races will get faster. But he has to work on it psychologically. And so I was worried that if the race went out too fast, that he might be thinking, well, I'm not ready to run that fast, and so maybe I better sit back. And I told him, Alan, you need to start out with the leaders. And I said, I don't care if you die at the end. I'd rather have you right with the leaders to 200 meters to go and then you die, rather than go out conservatively and not race from the beginning. So I told him he had to commit to the race right away, right from the beginning, and you know, put himself in contention to win. And if he dies, he dies. But every race, he'll die later and later in the race, and he'll get closer to his goals.
And then, like I think 10, maybe 15 minutes after this race, you put him in a 5K.
Yeah, he had about a 10-minute break, and we were. I knew that he had to get in more of a workout today, and because there was other races after, still going on the whole evening, and I knew there wasn't any grass around here to do a workout, so we decided to just use the 5K race as a workout and to have him run it as a tempo run, to run at a good hard pace, but get in that tempo effort. So it didn't matter what place or time, what place he got. It was more a matter of time, and we thought somewhere under 14:30, so he ran 14:14, I believe. So it was a good workout for him. So today I'm pleased with the race, the long distance workout afterwards, and now our next workout in 3 or 4 days can be real short and fast to get him prepared for his next race, which is an 800 in Padua.
The workout Alan had to do today after the race, is that something regularly in your approach of training and racing?
Very often after our races we will do a workout immediately after, and the reason for that being that often the race by itself is not enough. It's not as good as a long, hard workout in terms of preparing them for their next race. And when you're racing every week, once a week now, you can't really afford to Alan can't afford to just run a 1500 today and then still be doing what he needs to do to run well 2 or 3 weeks down the road. We have to make this a very good day, a good race day, but also a very good workout day. So today, if he races again in a week, today is really the last day that he can train really hard. And so if he just did a 1500 today, you know, we haven't done any strength work now in 2 weeks. We really had to get in a tempo run or something here. And now I can let him recover for 2 or 3 days, and then he can have a very short, fast speed workout before he runs the 800 in Padua. And then maybe after the 800 in Padua, he once again will do a little more training, because at that point he's got 6 days before his last race in Europe. So it's really just a matter of making sure that that we're still getting our training in and making a hard day a really hard day rather than just a so-so hard day.
Is it a kind of what intensity is the workout after, what you give after the race?
The intensity afterwards always just really differs with what we're trying to accomplish. Often it's something like what Alan did right now, where we'll try and do a tempo run of some sort, and or some longer, slower intervals, but something that's more strength-oriented. It usually is not as fast as the race that we just ran. It's something slower than the race, just to get the extra volume in.
And how is he running technically?
I really like the way his form looked. I believe that his form, his technique is better than it was when he broke the American record in the mile. I truly believe he looks better. And I think for the future, that's a very good sign, I think.